What's up YouTube, this is Collect Pokemon. Here is another video that I'm doing this at home without my webcam. So, pay attention, listen to me, and hit the like, hit the subscribe button. So basically, the video we're doing here is another market analysis, is to understand how the market has changed over the past week. I might actually do this, like a weekly video just to point out, any significant change in the modern market. So basically, the Excel that you're seeing now are single card prices on the website Throw and Toe. So single card prices, why does it matter? Single price cards are very interesting because the changes in these cards reflects the demand of the card. If the price of PSA cards are rising, single card will also rise with it, because a lot of people will be thinking, hey, if the single card price is so cheap, PSA card price are so high, it is worth buying. And basically the increase in such demand will cause a hyperinflation, will cause a super jump in a lot of these sets. And that is what we've seen from, for example, Shining Legend between the week of July 11th to July 14th. Everyone was buying into it, and we are seeing like a 15% increase in just 3 days actually. And we've seen significant increase in SM8, Lost Thunder, especially I think the Lugia one, the Lugia GX Hyper Rare is the popular card. So that's that. But to be very honest, these are very, very unstable growth, because you can see that the growth jumps around all the time. And here, for example, this one, we see like a 15% jump for a Burning Shadow, and that is likely going to be the price of the Charizard jumping up. That causes the whole average to pull up. And what it actually indicates are sealed products. If the price of single cards become high enough, sealed products will be cracked open more and more often. And when that happens, the amount of sealed products decreases and the price of sealed products will increase. That is why we are also seeing, earlier on, we are seeing Team Up being at such a high price as a booster box, for example. So looking back into this, what other things should we look at? We should look at the changes that happened this week. To be very honest, there isn't much change for prices this week. Sun and Moon base set, 1.4%. Guardians Rising, 1.2%. A slight drop in Burning Shadow and Shining Legend. Crimson Invasion, still 1%. What's this? Ultra Prism. Ultra Prism, it's 0.2%, especially after the reprint and a lot of the booster box have crashed in price. We can see, there's pretty much just no change for the past couple of weeks. So there were a significant increase in the single card price just before the reprint, and then boom, nothing happened. SM6 didn't change much. SM7, nothing at all. This one is interesting. This one is Dragon Majesty. I actually want you guys to take a look at Dragon Majesty and compare it with Shining Legends later, and then compare it with Hidden Fates later, which means that we can predict what is likely going to happen to Champion's Path. But that is for another video. And then we have SM9, SM10. We're seeing, very stable. Not much change in the growth in SM9 and 10. Actually, a slight decrease too. SM11, Unified Mind, no change at all. Hidden Fates, pretty much it dropped last week and gone up again, but the percentage is pretty much negligence. So negligible, not negligence. So it's kind of like 3 a.m. here, so I'm a little tired, but I just want to record this video and I just want to upload it so you guys, when you guys wake up in the States or wherever you're in the world, you guys can see it. So what that means is that Pokemon card prices are stabling, and why is it stabling, not dropping? Well, let's take a look at this graph. This graph indicates all the sets. So basically this is a time graph looking at it at more of a regular 10 days kind of stuff interval. So what we're actually seeing at each of these lines are the actual data sets. We can see that, it starts off with a very wide range of changes. That 15% in the first week is obviously SM3.5, which is Shining Legend. And then we also see a huge jump this week, and that's Burning Shadow. And we can see that the percentage increase changes until this point here, which is around August 16th. After that, the trend starts decreasing. And another important part to look at is that we're actually seeing a convergence of the number, meaning that all the modern sets are converging. It's not like one or two sets are doing better or worse. They're all, kind of grouping up into this point here where there is not much change. And you're gonna go like, hey, collect Pokemon. How do I know it's not gonna continue dropping? Well, if I change the view of this graph, if I change the trend line, this is what you're gonna see. If we change this to a quadratic equation or polynomial, what we're gonna see is, a very, very gradual, a rapid decrease at first, gradual decrease, and at around, August 17th, we've hit rock bottom, and we're finally seeing a stabilization of the sets. Having them grouped together means that modern as a whole is stabilizing. And when it is stabilizing, we're going to see more and more adjustment. So there will be like a 1 or 2 weeks lag time before we see the adjustment in the PSA market as well as the seal products. So I would expect PSA cards to drop in price quite significantly, which means that the price of these cards here currently might drop a little bit more before it might just continue to decrease at a constant rate. That's what I'm trying to say. Seal product wise, I think the price for seal product will hold for a little longer before they start dropping again. So that's what I feel is going to happen, especially because September, October, November, it's a very, very murky or uncertain time for Pokemon because we just simply don't know how they're releasing the products. For example, we don't know what is in Champion's Path. We don't know why Pokemon Company is, releasing an Elite Trainer Box Plus. With all these kind of uncertainties, it is very likely that people are holding on to cash. They're holding on to cash or they're trying to cash out to get more cash, and hence that the supply of a lot of cards increases. And, when supply meets the demand, what happens? The price will drop. And I think that's what we're seeing. I don't think, in the long run, I don't think it's something to worry about. It's actually something healthy. Now, when people ask me, what a good investment or what else do I look at? Well, I look at the average price of each set. I mean, if you look at the top 1 card or the top 10 cards, obviously, the prices will be affected by a outlier or some what we call chase cards. And from here, what we're seeing is, chase card being SM12, sorry, not SM12, Hidden Fates. What other chase cards are there? Yeah, I think these two are the obvious one. Maybe this one on 57, SM10. So, I mean, we can see like very high chase cards around there. But if we take out the chase card, we are going to look at which one is actually a better investment. Let's take a look at this line here. This is very, very interesting. This is very valuable line. If we take out the chase card, what we're going to see is that a lot of sets are above the $30 mark. And, which is actually quite good. So let's take a look at, for example, Burning Shadow, 39. Nice. Ultra Prism, 38. Very nice. Team Up. Whoops, that's not Team Up. Team Up is this one, and Unbroken Bond are these one. I mean, if Burning Shadow, the booster box is going for $220, I knew that it was impossible for SM9 and SM10 booster box to stay at $300. So I knew they're going to drop. So this is how I knew that information. By just comparing the sets across the board. I will be able to tell which box is going to be a good investment, which seal product will not be a good investment. Hidden Fates, obviously, but this one is the interesting one. Cosmic Eclipse. The price of Cosmic Eclipse booster box is around $150 as compared to Unbroken Bond, which is close to $250, Team Up $280, Burning Shadow I think $220. But the value that is in this Cosmic Eclipse set is, significantly higher. It's almost like, $8 to $10 higher than the other sets. I would know that Cosmic Eclipse would be a good investment, and I would hold on to some of those booster box because I think in the long run those booster box will have some value and will gain some value. But take that with a grain of salt, because SM12 Cosmic Eclipse is a very, very new set. I mean, it's barely a year old, and that's why it is very prone to reprint. So I will not go all in on that, but I will keep my eyes on SM12 Cosmic Eclipse because I feel like there is going to be something there. So that is pretty much this analysis. And I was just doing some search on eBay, and basically these are what I found. Cosmic Eclipse on eBay, we're selling for $160, $165, $178. I really do think that the set will hit $200 soon. I mean, soon as in maybe after Champions Path release. Still uncertain. And one update that I want to bring to you guys is the Darkness Ablaze Charizard. I feel like the price, it will still drop. A lot of people are opening it, and I have a feeling that a lot of people will be dumping this card in order to open more Champions Path or something, or Hidden Fates in the upcoming September for the reprint as well as the release of Champions Path. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Basically, it's a very number crunching video, but hopefully you guys like the statistics and stuff, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Remember to hit the like, subscribe. This is Collect Pokemon. Peace.